Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Zymax, and I'm your chief show attendant. On behalf of the two hosts and the rest of the crew, welcome aboard Weird Wednesday Flight number 13, non-stop, from your current location to parts unknown. Our flight will be of about 2 hours, and we'll be flying at the speed of sound. At this time, make sure your seat backs and tray tables are in their full upright position, and that your seatbelt is currently fastened. Enjoy the ride.
What's up? How's it going? Welcome to another Weird Wednesday. What's up, Jamie?
Hey, how did we get swapped?
Yeah, how did we?
I'm usually on the other side.
Hey, look at that. You can change it.
Whoa, you're blowing my mind, man.
Can you change it from your side? You just click on your picture and slide it over. Learn something new every day.
Oh, I just clicked the. No, that one.
I'm clicking on the actual screen. Like, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's. I just did that, yeah. A cold front. Yeah. I see that there's snow being sprinkled all over the place. We got hit with wind. A bunch of y'all got hit with snow. We're getting tornado warnings down in Lake San Diego. How about you all, Rob?
Well, right now it is currently 48 degrees and it's going to go down to 45. And I know some of you are going to say that's not cold, but you know, it's Florida.
For you.
For me, that's, I'm outside working today in a pair of shorts and a t-shirt, and I was freezing my ass off. I had to put a sweatshirt on. I had to go.
I mean, it's still cold here. I mean, 40 is 40. It's cold.
Yeah.
You don't have to be excruciating. It's
I think I own like one pair of jeans and a couple of like dress pants and two pairs of sweatpants. And everything else is shorts.
See, we dress in layers out here.
Yeah. Ugh. Yeah. Jamie's been getting weird weather out there.
Hey, Marie. Deb. Oh, why? Because you didn't have to scratch it yourself, scrape it yourself.
Yeah.
And
I've
say,
had to do that here.
"Oh,
There's usually a few days out of the winter. I'll come outside and I get a scrape
window."
ice off my windshield. I'm like, man, this is just not right.
Seriously.
Yep. I'm in Florida, but I'm in North Florida, so Yep. Yep. I had to go in there and find a sweatshirt the other day. I was like, damn, I gotta find a pair of sweatpants.
I
Not
have
that
like a million hoodies. Like, how many do you have?
I've only got a couple. And I bought one last year off Amazon. And I get like these shirts that I'm wearing. I'll order like 4 or 5 of these. They come in a pack, and just different
It's
colors.
like my black t-shirts.
Yeah. And I forget, Bear Essentials or whatever the company is. And so I saw, I'm like, man, I need a freaking jacket because I didn't have one. I had one, but I've been wearing it for like 4 years, and it was, it was a sweatshirt. It was like a $15 Walmart sweatshirt, and it was like kind of threadbare. So I ordered this one off Amazon from this company. It looked really good. Looked nice. I'm like, ah, cool. I'll have a nice hoodie sweatshirt with a zipper. And I get the thing, and it's nice, but I got to be real. It's got to be cold for me to wear it.
Mm-hmm.
Because this damn thing is like a furnace.
Really?
Yeah. It's like this fuzzy, like weird, I don't know what to call it.
Please?
It's not really fleece. It's something else. Some otherworldly fabric. And
Or it's not like rabbit hair. It's like that longer kind of like soft stuff. I have a hat that has like weird worm stuff in it like that.
Yeah, like it's fluffy curly stuff. I got one of them fluffy curly jackets. Yeah, it's warm. The lining is like a satin lining, but the outside's like this weird furry stuff. And man, yeah, it's warm. And then I have these other hoodies.
Oh, but that's a jacket, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I have these other hoodies. They're like a neoprene hoodie, like kind of like wetsuit material. And they're great for like fishing on cold days and stuff like that. But you can't walk in anywhere because they're rubber and they grab everything. So you knock shit off the walls and tables and stuff. But even wearing them outside, it's got to be cold, because if not, you'll be sweating your ass off in that thing. They keep you warm.
So I'm just a hoodie person. I have to have one. I love them.
Yeah, so how's everybody in the chat room been doing this past week? Anything weird happen in your neck of the woods?
I did record again. We did finally have El Nino produced some atmospheric weather as they promised. I recorded the rain in the car, just like March, the same exact pattern, the same way that the mist, like I'd be walking and it was just like this constant mist that just blows. It's like a constant mist. It doesn't stop. It's just going. And then there's rain coming down at the same time, like rain coming this way and a mist blowing this way. And then when you sit in the car to listen, you can hear like the rain, and then you see like the mist kind of like washing on the windshield, kind of like a car wash, but you don't see the raindrops because they're just straight hitting the hood. And then you hear blah, 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 like these big drops of like water that just fall. But it's the exact same sound as the last storm last year that I documented them manufacturing. Facebook just still hasn't uploaded it.
Huh.
So that's gone, and now, they're on to their next adventure because that whole thing kind of fizzled. It did damage. I mean, like a bunch of houses are mansions sliding off the cliff sides down south.
Yeah.
There's some damage.
But that is one thing you have to keep in mind when you build a house on the side of a cliff.
Erosion?
Yeah, it could fall in. It's like, it's like here, I mean, we got houses that, the last storm we got, a couple of houses fell into the ocean. And people were, oh my God, they're freaking out. I'm like, well, you built a fucking house right on the edge of the ocean. It could happen. It could and will happen. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when.
It's one of those things that you just can't get attached to or expect it to be a forever thing, because
exactly,
chances are it's only going to be good while it lasts.
That's a party. Gary went to a party, played beer pong for the first time in 15 years, and caught Rona for the 5th time. Damn. Yep.
I miss that.
I hope I'm done with the Rona.
Where was that? Oh, okay, here we go. Oh, no. At least you gotta have fun and play beer pong first.
Yeah. Yeah, mudslides. Yeah, they would. Mudslides and earthquakes, like we get hurricanes over here, and Jamie gets kind of worried, But I'm like, you get hurricanes. I mean, you get earthquakes over there. And at least with hurricanes, we know they're coming. Earthquakes, they just sneak up on you. They just happen.
Did you see what happened to the highway? I tell you behind the house when I talk about the highway back there that runs all the way to like Fremont. The road eroded. So I can't remember what they call it, like a slip something, when the actual dirt and the cliff washes down and then the asphalt is still kind of crumbling away.
Yeah.
Pretty scary looking. So they're having like a one-way traffic. I posted it earlier, but they're having like one-way traffic right now. But holy cow. Like, if somebody was on that, it's a scary ride anyways, because when you're like looking at the side and you think about how many people have like died just flying off the side of it anyway.
Yeah.
And then you see something like that. It's like, whoo.
Yeah, I still remember my friend that lived out there, and when you guys had all the crazy mudslides and stuff, and I remember him sitting there, at a table, and he was like telling me of like the night it happened, him and his girlfriend are in bed asleep, and just everything, the shit hit the fan, and his house is getting washed away, and he grabs his girlfriend by the hand, and she went out with the bathwater, and he never saw her again. Never.
Oh, that's horrible, man.
Never found her.
That was like the sinkhole or something that happened, right?
That was some crazy mudslide thing.
Oh yeah, the mudslide.
Flash flood mudslide thing.
Looking something up when you were just saying it.
Yeah.
That's just like the most heartbreaking, horrible
thing
I can barely imagine.
I hear stories, but like my friend's sitting there, telling me that what he went through, and I could just see on his face, what a freaking horrific event it was. That's when he said he had to leave California. He just too many crazy memories.
He left the whole state. That
Yep.
says a lot.
Went to England.
No kidding.
Yeah. Turquoise, we do have some sinkholes here. We got one kind of over west of me, southwest. The Devil's Mill Hopper. The big ass sinkhole that's turned into a park. And we got the Ravine Gardens, which is basically a big sinkhole that's turned into a park.
You have a park on a sinkhole?
Yeah. Ancient sinkholes. But yeah, we had right up the road from where I live.
That doesn't
Main
have nice vibes or anything.
I know, yeah. It's like right up the road from where I live here earlier this year. Big sinkhole, like just opened up in the middle of the road, just randomly, middle of the intersection. This thing you could have put a small panel truck in.
I feel like when I was looking for articles too, there was something recently that involved a sinkhole, but it was like something that I didn't want stuck in my memory. So like I scrolled by it real fast as to not read like what fell into the sinkhole or what actually happened.
Yeah, there's a hole in my backyard. I don't know if it's a sinkhole or a spring.
Is there like water like bubbling up from it? Welling up?
It's not, yeah, it's not bubbling up.
If you dig, is there water under it?
Oh yeah, it was holding water for a while, but I thought about digging it out and making like a koi pond or something. That'd be kind of cool. But
That'd be sick. The
instead,
animals though.
I've been throwing all my palm fronds and everything in it, kind of filling it in. Just went the opposite direction, I guess. Instead of a koi pond, I made it a squirrel nest. Damn, I didn't hear about that one.
That's what I'm talking about. That's
Oh,
what I'm talking about. I didn't read the whole thing because I was like, what the didn't want to read it because it just sounded horrible.
You know, we were out looking for shark's teeth a couple months ago on the beach, and there was one area that was kind of weird. You know, I like just dug a little bit and there was water coming out, you know, and it was like pretty far up from the water line, you know, the high tide line. And yeah, I never thought
climate change on that.
I never thought it could be a sinkhole, but yeah, it was weird. I was digging it and more water started coming out of the ground, and it's, you know, it's kind of going down the slope to the ocean. So it was making this little trough, and I was just using it to sift through the shells and stuff looking for shark's teeth. But yeah, now that I think about it, that would have sucked if it would have just opened up a big hole and swallowed me. It's kind of frightening.
What if a dog is like digging on the beach and then, you know, you can't just be having sinkholes everywhere.
I've never seen sinkholes on the beach though. That's weird.
But I mean, like, so what's happening? Is the water level like rising to where your groundwater levels like table is higher now?
I don't know. I should have like tasted it to see if it was salt water or fresh water coming out of the ground.
Fresh water, yeah.
I never even thought about that.
Crazy. No.
Oh man.
That's
Shoot.
one way to do it. Stay at Q6 from Mexico and put it under
What's
like the
up,
5-gallon buckets.
Yeah.
Hey, Anthony. Ooh, Anthony's got some books and some
Oh, yeah?
links and some websites that people should be checking out. We miss you too.
Yeah, you got something to share. Post it in here.
Yeah, it's a UFO currents north, and I think there's a UFO current south. And if you click on there, you can get all this different information and work that he's doing.
Yeah, my nephew was over here. It was a few weeks ago.
No. Okay.
Yeah, my nephew was over here a couple of weeks ago, and he was talking. He's all into UFOs and everything. And he's like, "Yeah, you got any books or anything on UFOs?" And I was like, "Yeah, I actually do. I know the guy that wrote this one, UFO Highway. Here you go. Take this one home and read it." Yep, Florida's always got water issues. Water treatment plant right down the road from me. We drove by it today, and I was like, lovely. Smells like farts.
Sulfur.
That or it's farts. I don't know. Maybe.
It was from what?
It's the water treatment plant that's right down the road from my house.
Oh God, we have one around here with a blue flame.
The blue flame.
There's a literal blue flame in the back of it. And you drive by, you hold your breath because it's like everybody's ass and Livermore like all at once. Like, oh my God, this is all at once.
Yeah.
It's all I can think. And then they use the reclaimed water for the agriculture out here, but they're saying, oh, we might use reclaimed water for drinking water.
Yeah. That's okay. I've got the life straw. I don't trust them that much. Yeah, I used to have, when I lived at the beach, we had sulfur water.
It's disgusting. Sulfur is kind of a fun stone to find sometimes, but it's like,
yeah.
Or when you're looking for minerals that are in sulfur mines.
Yeah.
More like that.
Somebody fart, or did you just dig up some sulfur? Are there demons around?
It's my desk chair.
The demons smell like farts.
No, what smells is my poor boy with his thyroid problem.
Oh.
He has a thyroid problem. One of the side effects being, I guess, diarrhea, because it started out last week. Sitting there, I'm looking at him, I'm like, did you fart? I said, that is like my Rottweiler's fart. Like, no, I've never had a cat fart like that before. And my mom goes, and he crop dusted me. She goes, did you see him kind of running around here too? I'm like, yeah, he did. Next night, he farted again. I'm like, uh-oh, I think it's his thyroid medicine. Well, he's since been having horrible diarrhea in different spots. But the smell is like something. And so I called the doctor. I'm like, I can't be giving him this medicine if this is what's going to happen to this cat, because like this is bad. And so he
Damn.
says, give him probiotics. Okay. But damn, like I have had it with the smell of like animal shit in this past couple of weeks.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I actually haven't got to that.
Oh man, why do all my windows just close when I'm getting ready to use one of them? That's awesome.
Oh,
So, yeah.
Sherry. What's that? What's that?
I think my succubus finally left here.
You had one hanging around for a while.
Yeah.
But then again, we haven't been doing much experimenting. I mean, I bet you she could still be there. It's just that we have not been running the boxes in so long.
Yeah, she could just be laying in wait.
Yeah. You might even have more than one.
Oh boy. Oh boy. I don't know if I can handle more than one at a time. Getting old stuff now, you know.
Oh, I'm giving him his medicine for sure. They're saying too, though, like even with the medicine, like something about only living like 3 to 5 years longer or something. So I don't know like how accurate all that is, but
I'm looking for the name of the stuff that I wanted to bring up and see if anybody knows what I'm talking about. Now I can't find it and I can't remember it.
I still have to have him tested next week. So it's another $500 to make sure that the medicine isn't right now like doing anything to his kidneys or his his kidneys or anything like that. So it's going to be quite the journey for this little guy. He's my... If I ever had a soulmate for a cat, I've got my familiars, but if I ever had a soulmate for a cat, this is the cat.
Yeah, here's the stuff. I couldn't remember the name of it. Maybe somebody knows. Maybe Anthony knows. The stuff that's called, I don't even know how to say it. Disanin. Is that right? I don't know if that's right or not. Anybody know what that is?
No. Hey, David. Long time no see. What is it?
Something the government doesn't want you to mess with. The shifting of the chromatic focus of the eye by the use of a Disanin screen. You familiar with that, Anthony? By some chance? What is the spelling? This spelling is Dicyanin. It's been used for all kinds of different crazy things, but they put it like between two lenses, and you're supposed to be able to see all kind of crazy things.
Wait,
So
spell it again.
it is DICYANIN. Whoa.
Oh, I
Not
see a
ready.
publication.
Yeah, military had Dysanin goggles, Dysanin dye goggles, and they were seeing interdimensional demon stuff with them.
Oh, wow.
I don't know.
I'm going to have to look into this a little bit later.
Yeah.
Interesting. Did you see the article with the frog that has a mushroom growing off its leg?
I didn't catch that one.
Yeah. Mushrooms sprouting from a frog's leg leaves scientists concerned. Like it's not supposed to grow through frog skin. That's when I wasn't able to get open. But what I did get, where are they? Here's another one. Morgue staff is horrified as a dead woman starts moving from inside the body bag.
Oh, hell, I hate when that happens.
Oh, wow. Oh, damn. They saw demons and stuff.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
It's been deemed, government doesn't want us to have it, but I found the place to buy it.
You do?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So is it like a type of scrying, or like when you play with mirrors and you try to see in the dimensions? So I load in the mirrors up a certain way, and
So, I don't know. It's just, yeah, like Anthony says, soldiers in Korean War saw demons, flying creatures. They shot at them, went nuts. Yeah, that's the stuff. Military made these goggles.
oh, so they're goggles, so they're like so they actually were seeing them. That's why they're running around and shooting.
Yeah. Yeah, it says, what does it say here?
Oh, wow.
What is Dysanin? I don't know if I'm saying it right or not. Dysanin, why is Dysanin dye illegal? Dysanin dye is illegal because it's said to have special properties when placed between two glass planes. The resulting effects give anyone the ability to look into the astral realm, along with seeing persons emanating. Supposedly you can see auras with it, and that's what this is: seeing a person.
Wait, it's a dye that you put between like two pieces of glass, like a slide?
Yeah, or in a lens or whatever for goggles, and essentially proving that other planes of reality exist. Many wonder why Dysanin is highly restricted, since it's not a drug. It isn't physically dangerous, nor is it poisonous. However, a skilled chemist with keen ability is able to synthesize the chemical into a base with basic lab equipment.
Would you try it?
Why is it illegal in America? Oh man, why do I need to sign in to see that answer?
I think I would try it.
Of course you would. I'd try anything once.
Mm-hmm.
demons came crawling out of the keyhole of my.
I've seen demons before. I mean, like, think about like having a bad trip.
Yeah.
Isn't it the same as having a bad trip almost?
Yeah. But it's kind of like putting those glasses on from They Live. It's like everybody looks normal, put the glasses on, and then you see all the aliens. See all the demons.
Plus, like, does it do something in your brain? Because if you're like well aware, knowing that what you're seeing with your eyes is just what you're seeing with your eyes,
but
and
what
it
if you
can't really
know,
hurt you.
what if you know that you're seeing it with your eyes and it is real, but you can't see it without the goggles?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, weird. I don't know.
No, I think I'd still try it.
Yeah.
Because if it got like intense and creepy and shit, just take it off. Because you already assume, if you just, I don't know what, people's imaginations are like, but I just see all this, airspace and waves and everything. I picture like probably in the corner, some freaky thing over there kicking back in the corner. And there's probably all sorts of weird ass stuff that would freak us out if we could only see it.
Yeah. Yeah. I was just about to say that, Gary said it's like, it's almost like a DMT trip. DMT, like, it's weird because I researched a bunch on that, and it's weird how people on other ends of the world have done DMT, tripped on DMT, and they see a lot of them see the same thing.
Yeah.
It makes you wonder. It's like, is there something there that we're not seeing?
Because they do want to, cut us off from certain realms and things like that, not have access to certain like higher powers and.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a bluish purple building. Yeah, it's supposedly not that hard to make.
I would want to do it like with someone, like if you were supervising.
Yeah.
The first time, probably.
Take the glasses off. No, don't take the glasses off.
Oh, wait, what do you say about aura glasses? Wait, so did they call night vision goggles aura glasses back then? Or are aura glasses something else?
Hell, it's amazing what you can see with night vision goggles.
Well, yeah, I've had night vision, but is aura glasses something completely different, or did they call early night vision aura glasses?
I don't know that.
Debbie would wear them. They're similar, but the Nazis had back in World War II. Huh. Learn something new every day. Because they did all that crazy studying and all that stuff.
Yeah. Really living in the Matrix, exactly. Am I really eating a steak?
Where's the steak eating me?
Exactly. Think of the poltergeist steak.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that either.
I could believe that.
I totally could believe that. I'm just surprised I'm just now hearing of that. So, yes, here we go. Another one. Oh, this is one I can't open the article for. A woman was believed to have come back from the dead after she started moving in a hospital morgue. The unnamed lady's body had been in the mortuary for 5 hours. Morgue workers wheeled the woman inside a body bag through the hospital to alert doctors that she was allegedly still alive. This happened at the San Juan de Dios General Hospital, located in Guatemala City. A hospital spokesperson said that the young woman had first arrived in a precarious condition. She showed signs of severe mutilation or malnutrition and had a medical history of seizures and cerebral palsy. She was hooked up to monitors, but there was no sign of respiratory or brain activity. The spokesperson added, after 30 minutes of medical efforts, she was declared deceased and her body was transferred to the morgue as part of established protocol. In the morgue, pathologists noticed involuntary movements in the young woman's body, and she was readmitted to the emergency room. Despite resuscitation efforts, the patient did not show any vital signs, and she was declared dead for a second time, or for a second and final time. The hospital sent their support to her family for the difficult time they are facing. It is unclear if the incident is being investigated by authorities. However, the incident has left some local residents shaken up. One local said, what a horror the Guatemalan health system is. Meanwhile, another argued, my life was saved by doctors at this hospital, and I received excellent care in their ICU. So, I can't remember what country that was just recently. I think it was ours that had the other woman in the bag.
What's in these military barrels, Frank? I don't know. The military abandoned them here a long time ago. Anybody know what movie I'm talking about? You mean the movie Lied?
100% real.
Yeah, that would suck. I don't know. I mean, waking up in a morgue might be better than Tommy nails it. Night of the Living Dead. Tar Man. Send more paramedics.
Send more medics.
Send more cops.
You said cops.
One of my favorite movies. Great soundtrack, too. Let's see here. Here's an interesting tidbit of information. Man, why is StreamYard? It's fighting me tonight. Just work like you're supposed to. Chernobyl's mutant wolves have developed a resistance to cancer. That maybe that's the cure to cancer. We're just, I'll go hang out around Chernobyl and you don't have cancer. You just have a wiener growing out of the side of your head or something, or a mushroom. Like the poor frog. The wildlife that still frequents the Chernobyl exclusion zone seems to have undergone some unusual biological changes. On April 26th of 1986, the catastrophic accident that befell the number 4 reactor at the Chernobyl nuclear power plant in northern Ukraine not only exposed thousands of people to dangerous levels of radiation, but also leave the whole area uninhabitable for thousands of years. That's a long time. Got a long time to go. The incident would go on to become ingrained in popular culture. Have you ever seen like the pictures and videos of people that have gone there? They say it's uninhabitable, but people keep going there and taking pictures and videos. Pretty damn creepy. In popular culture, not only as one of the worst disasters of modern age, but also a symbol of the dangers of nuclear power. Photographs of the abandoned city Pripyat, complete with its dilapidated tower blocks and empty Ferris wheel, have become synonymous with the disaster and its impact on the surrounding area. But while humans have stayed away, not all of them, the local wildlife seems to have been doing surprisingly well. Now, according to a study, gray wolves that have made the area around the nuclear reactor their home seem to have developed adaptations enabling them to thrive despite the radiation exposure. To find out more, evolutionary biologist and ecotoxicologist Dr. Carl Love of Princeton University attached radio collars to some of the wolves to learn about their movements. The findings suggested that the wolves are exposed to over 6 times the legal radiation safety limit for a human every day of their lives. What's more, the animals appear to have altered immune systems similar to what might be found in a human undergoing radiation treatment. Dr. Love also discovered that parts of the wolf's genetic information was particularly resilient to cancer. This is important because studying such protective mutations could one day help scientists develop preventative treatments in humans. Go get yourself radiated. You won't get cancer. Your teeth might fall out and your head might fall off, but it won't be because of cancer. And don't think about making babies.
Yeah. I just looked up, people in the body bags. So, elderly women declared dead in Ecuador, revives during her wake. We did that one June 13th, 2023. Woman found alive and gasping for air in an Iowa funeral home February 3rd of last year. Woman pronounced dead found breathing at a New York funeral home February 5th of last year. Dead woman found to still be alive in a body bag at a morgue in Brazil, November 30 of last year. Woman pronounced dead found breathing. I think I just read that one. Iowa Care Center sends still live resident to funeral home in a body bag. February 4th of 23. That's Iowa. And an attorney. Woman was in a body bag 2 hours before being found alive in 2020. And that's where I stopped. There's just a whole lot of cases of mistaken deaths, I guess.
Wow. I guess it would be better to wake up in a morgue than wake up in a box underground.
Oh, well.
That would suck.
And I'm claustrophobic.
Yeah, Zarian. See, that's what I'm talking about. I heard that there's like people living in that area too. It's kind of freaky in Chernobyl. Chernobyl, however the hell you say it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like I saw these videos of, you know, people in there
And the dogs.
taking video and stuff, and like none of them are. They're just like in their norm, you know. Nobody's got a mask or respirator or, you know, toxic waste suit or nothing.
Is that
They're
where
just-
they have the pack of dogs?
Yeah, I guess that's where all these wolves are living too. So
But these were like domesticated dogs that became wild and were like addicted to whatever.
weird.
Yeah, but you better hope that you're actually pronounced dead before they turn those burner plates on.
Yeah, it's getting hot in here. Scary things.
Well, this one comes from Unexplained Mysteries, and it's something that always fascinates me. The U.S. military secretive X-37B space plane has been spotted in high orbit. And I remember when it actually came back for a break, but then I thought it had gone back up again.
But we didn't know because it's secret.
The details of the vehicle's latest missions are top secret, but that hasn't stopped an amateur astronomer from locating it. Resembling a miniature version of NASA's now retired space shuttles, this pint-sized robotic space plane passed over to the U.S. Department of Defense's back in 2004 and has since embarked on a series of secretive orbital missions, sometimes spending over 2 years at a time in space. Isn't it solar powered too?
I would say so, yeah.
Its most recent mission saw the X-37B launch into the heavens atop a SpaceX Falcon Heavy back on December 28th, prompting speculation that it may have been heading for a higher altitude than usual. Now, less than 2 months after the launch, Tommy, a satellite tracking hobbyist from Finland, believes he has actually spotted the secretive space vehicle using a skywatching camera. Posting both on social media and on long-running satellite tracking forum, he revealed 2 photographs that his camera had picked up showing an unknown object in Earth's orbit. His suspicions that this could have been the X-37B were later confirmed by others in the community. Exciting news, he wrote. Orbital Test Vehicle 7, which was launched to classified orbit last December, was seen by my StatCam. Here are my images from the last 2 nights. His findings suggests that the vehicle is in a highly elliptical orbit between 201 and 24,133 miles. Exactly what it's doing up there, however, remains as much of a mystery as ever. But they didn't give us like, oh yeah, there's the images down here. So I guess that's the space plane where he circled it.
So if, you know, like we were having the supposed, you know, Chinese balloons or whatever, you know, that are like floating over and supposedly spying on us. Is there a limit to, like, you know, okay, a balloon's going to be this high, or, you know, a drone is going to be this, you know, we'll shoot it down if they're over here. What about like this secretive military space plane? Like if you're up so high, can you still spy on anybody that you want and it's okay because you're up high?
Doesn't China have like something right now that's like looking right down on like some significant part of us? And then we have something up there. There's a lot of stuff talking about like real life Star Wars precincts. Nobody actually owns space. They just have like these designated things, and people just chunk things up there.
Let's just chunk some stuff up there, and ain't nobody can tell us. Like Elon Musk, let's just chuck,
Well, China was getting pissed, remember, and they wanted to take those vehicles and like clean the space junk. They're like, there's just too much stuff. We can't even, this is fucked up.
I mean, if you're like Elon Musk and you're making all these satellites and you're just shooting them up, and do you ask like permission from anybody, or do you just like do it? I mean, who do you ask?
I don't
Or
know.
if you ask the president, well, it's not the president doesn't own space. Nobody owns space.
I was reading about the treaty, that Russia and the USA had signed when it came to the nuclear, that Russia has some nuclear satellite, something up there. And then we stuck one up there, and like back in whatever year, Russia blew theirs up and we blew one up like at a different altitude. And like one of them like burned underground cables like under the earth. The other one had all this radioactive crap like going through. So they're like, oh shit, we better sign a treaty that nobody's allowed to shoot nukes off into space, this and that.
Yeah.
But they're out there. There's stuff out there.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I really don't know what the laws are on all this, but I don't really think when you look at the night apps, it's almost impossible to find things through all the rocket bodies and all the satellites and everything's a SpaceX. Everything you tap, gives you these damn satellites.
Yeah. I mean,
and there's satellites from all over.
Yeah, I mean, it's nothing to go out in my backyard and just look up, and within a couple of minutes, you see a satellite, or you see something moving up there. It's not a plane.
Yeah, it moves all slow, and when you're looking through like the telescopes, when you're watching people like on like Instagram or TikTok that do the really cool astrology nights, you'll always see like the little satellites just go by. And then that causes light pollution on, the astrophotography people's trying to get. There's quite a lot of them up there.
Yeah. That there is. We got space planes.
They're going to say space duties.
They got the space poopy on me. Go from space planes to the Navy. That's reportedly developing in one of a kind supersonic submarine.
Supersonic.
Supersonic. Can I get a foot-long chili dog and a slushy? Do you guys have Sonics out there in California?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
They're going to ask for like a Subway foot-long, because now you can get a foot-long cookie for like $5 or a foot. It's like basically like a roll of Pillsbury cookie dough, like for $5 cooked out in a long form, or a foot-long churro for a couple bucks, or a foot-long breadstick or something.
Huh.
For a couple bucks.
Yeah, I wanted to get a good telescope. Well, I say good telescope. If you say a really good telescope, those mean a really expensive telescope. But
oh my goodness, some people have like these sick setups, man.
Yeah, I couldn't figure out what telescope to get, and I didn't want like a ton of complications and stuff. Mm-hmm. So I bought a pair of Celestian Skywatcher binoculars to start out with. They're these big ass long binoculars. They're pretty good actually, but they're hard to hold steady, so you got to put them on a tripod.
Are they the ones that let you take a picture too?
Well, you can hook your camera up to it and do it. I haven't successfully done that yet, though.
She got a what? A Sonic? Oh, she's got a Sonic.
Supersonic submarine. Yeah, I think I got an ad from Adam and Eve about a supersonic something today. In my daily text from Adam and Eve. I'll go figure. How'd that happen?
A Valentine's Day special.
Oh, yeah, I got those. The highly advanced new submarine would be capable of traveling at supersonic speeds underwater. Well, that'd be cool if it's a submarine. I would imagine it would be traveling underwater. Supersonic speeds seem to be high on the agenda these days. Just last month, NASA and Lockheed Martin officially revealed the X-59, a supersonic aircraft, which dampens sonic booms. And now it seems the U.S. Navy might be trying to achieve something similar underwater. I don't know if that's possible. I'm just saying. I'm no supersonic submarine expert, but water is a lot more dense than air. Or is it? I don't know. I'm just assuming. Everybody knows what happens when we assume. For the last few years, researchers at the Penn State Applied Research Laboratory have been working to develop a radical new type of submarine capable of traveling at supersonic speeds. To accomplish this, the submarine would employ a technology known as supercavitation, which essentially involves encasing the vehicle in an air bubble to reduce drag. Well, okay, that makes sense then. A similar method was used by the Soviets to make high-speed torpedoes during the Cold War. Creating a supersonic submarine does come with some drawbacks, however. For example, it's not clear how the submarine would mitigate the risk of colliding with large sea animals or at over 1,000 miles per hour. Boy, that would dust a small whale for sure. For example, it's also not clear what such a vehicle could actually be used for. Yeah, that's cool. Like a Lamborghini of submarines. Even so, there's clearly a demand for such technology, as according to reports, researchers at the Harbin Institute of Technology Complex Flow and Heat Transfer Lab in China are also working on a similar concept based on the same supercavitation technology. It remains to be seen which country will ultimately get there first. It's always a race. We did it first. Yeah, well, we did it second, but we did it better. Our sub actually didn't implode. Yeah, if you're going 1,000 miles an hour underwater, there's a lot of fish, a lot of stuff to hit. That could be. You need a cow catcher on a whale catcher on the, on the front. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's possible or not. 1,000 miles an hour underwater. I think somebody's hitting the office bong a little bit too much there. Maybe. I don't know. It's just me. Office crack pipe.
What?
I was like, I don't know if that's possible. Somebody may be hitting the office bong or the office crack pipe a little too hard on that one. I don't know. What do I do?
The office crack pipe, the designated office crack pipe.
Yeah. Come up with those ideas. Let's go 1,000 miles. Let's go so fast underwater. Whoops, hit a whale. Yeah.
Just grazed another whale, man.
Whoops. Cracked the windshield on the $32 million sub. Damn fish. I hit a spotted troutfish. Yeah, too much of the demon dye glasses. Exactly. You gotta admit, those might be interesting. It'd be a bummer if all you saw was demons, though. That wouldn't give you a very good outlook on the world. I got these cool goggles, and that's all I see are demons. Be cool to see people's auras and stuff. Or see into the
Or
different
into
dimensions.
other dimensions. Yeah, like see actual shadow people slipping in and out of time, maybe, or like alien, like things slipping in and out of stuff.
And are they demons that people have seen, or do they just, because they don't know
Call
what
them
it
a
is?
demon.
It's a demon.
It sounds like they're scared shitless.
Is it a
I
demon,
wonder
or
if
is
you
it
could also.
is it just a border collie in a different dimension? It looked like a dog, but it was a demon.
And if you can
Red eyes.
probably
Yeah.
not hear them, but if you could like do a ghost session with them, like turn on like a device and then hear them, and then you're actually seeing them on that side.
Yeah.
Like when Steve had done that one session in Nevada, like a long time ago, like right when he started making his portal, the Geo box it was.
Yeah.
And like he was getting sick downstairs, and the spirit's like, "We're coming," and you could hear them like getting like closer and closer. It seemed, but then you'd hear Steve getting like sicker and sicker down there. I thought like it sounded like you could actually hear them coming through dimensions to get to like wherever they were, where they were making the communication.
Yeah.
And so then I get curious, like, can you actually see that happening? Like, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just looking at you mentioned George Brown. I was just looking at his page the other day. I just brought it up on here. A Geoport, $2,000 plus tax. A dual box Geobox, $3,000.
Did you say Geo board?
Geobox.
Oh.
Geoport, sorry. There's a Geoport, a Geobox,
yes.
and a dual box Geobox.
What is the dual box Geobox?
Oh, I have one box when you can have two. Two's double your pleasure, right?
Ooh. So is it double the price?
It's $3,000 plus tax. This box has two complete Geobox.
Buy one, get one half off?
Yeah, really. It has two complete Geobox and Geoport units built into a single device. It embodies both original analog versions of the Geobox plus the digital version of the Geoport.
Wow.
Each is output through a separate speaker, and each output can be adjusted in volume and works best when both are running.
That's the deluxe version.
Yep, that's the Mac Daddy with the fat rims and everything.
With all the bells and whistles.
Yep. Better come with some bells and whistles for $3,000. But you can pay for it with PayPal. Makes it easy, right? I'd like to split that.
I gotta look for my password.
Because what?
Because I gotta look for my password. Probably reset my password. Remember what email I used.
Yeah.
Let's see what I got. Next up, could a shark have impregnated a stingray at a North Carolina aquarium? And what one expert says.
Dogs sleeping with cats.
Fire and brimstone. A North Carolina stingray's pregnancy is stirring a debate. Hey, look.
Stuffiness.
No,
There-
I'm not totally stuffy tonight.
That's true.
I better not
No.
jinx it. I mean, my voice is messed up at first time for like 8 months. A North Carolina stingray's pregnancy is stirring a debate. How did it become pregnant without a male nearby? And did a shark have anything to do with it? The aquarium and shark lab in Hendersonville, roughly 100 female stingray, is expecting pups in the coming weeks. But there's one problem. The aquarium has no male stingrays. Maybe they're asexual like a worm.
Could be.
Workers had placed sharks maybe they evolved to become asexual. Workers had placed sharks in the same tank, and a local media outlet reported the aquarium found bite marks on the ray. But a female stingray became pregnant with the shark's baby? An expert says no. Oh, so they had sharks in the tank, and then there was a bite mark on the ray. Ah, because it could have bit it while it was humping it.
Hold still.
Yeah, the birth is expected soon. The Henderson Aquarium said it was afraid the female stingray Charlotte had cancer when she began to swell, but ultrasound results revealed the multiple growths within her body were actually eggs. Charlotte is carrying as many as 4 pups, and executive director of the aquarium, Brenda, said Charlotte could give birth this month. Caddy told them that Charlotte's pregnancy is the only phenomena she's ever heard of for her species. But when it comes to the stingray and its shark counterparts, can they make pups? Lyon said the theory is impossible. The two animals are different sizes. The animals wouldn't match up anatomically. Neither would their DNA. We would set the record straight that there aren't some shark ray shenanigans happening here, Lyons told the outlet. Lyons, whose graduate work focused on the species, says other kinds of sharks, skates, and rays have had these kinds of pregnancies happen in human care. Often the trio of animals are grouped together in the same aquarium. I'm not surprised because nature finds a way of having this happen. A round stingray like Charlotte can measure between 10 and 22 inches in width. Round stingrays reach sexual maturity at 2.5 years old. Females can become pregnant with 1 to 6 pups. Round stingrays are preyed on by northern elephant seals and larger fish such as giant sea bass and sharks, especially leopard sharks. White-spotted bamboo sharks, the species that reportedly shared the tank with Charlotte, primarily feeds on small marine fish and vertebrae. Those species aren't well documented. The sharks can be between 24 and 37 inches long. So, what happened? Okay, so does somebody like go in there with a jar of stingray sperm and like artificially inseminated the ray? Or, I mean, what's going to happen when these pups come out? That's what we got to wait for, right? And then do a DNA test on them?
I reckon so.
Can they do they've done an ultrasound, so can they see what do the ray pups look like right now? What if it comes out spotted like a leopard shark? Because these aren't spotted rays.
What if it comes out looking like a ray, but a mouthful of teeth like a shark? Ray shark.
Is a leopard shark a reef shark?
Yeah,
Yeah, because we have leopard sharks. I think those are reef sharks, right?
Yeah.
And they're kind of the same family in a way, right? So I could see, besides the DNA thing, if the shark was able to hold it and bend himself enough to like hump that little stingray,
I don't know if they hump though.
or do they just spray the eggs
Yeah, I think that's
like a
probably
salmon?
what a bummer that would be.
Well, no, because wait, they have to because she's pregnant with the pup, so these are live births. These aren't egg birth.
That's true.
So it would be a humping situation.
It would be a humping situation going on around there.
Definite. I think I'd like to find out more about this.
Yeah.
Inquiring minds would like to know.
Oh, yep.
How do stingrays hump?
Shark eggs.
Oh, sharks lay eggs. I thought some sharks have natural live birth too, though.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I guess it doesn't understand hump.
Yeah. I do not understand the word hump.
So the male ray courts the female ray during the courtship. The male ray bites on the female's
There was bite marks.
pectoral disc. He then attaches himself to the female using his claspers, and sexual reproduction occurs via internal fertilization.
Oh, so there is some humpy dumpy going on.
Mm-hmm.
The old in and out.
That's how they make the babies. Oh, and then, well, let me see. Do some sharks have live birth? There are over 500 species of shark living in waters around the world, and the majority give birth to live young. The remainder are oviparous, meaning they lay eggs. Oh, does a leopard shark have live birth? A mother leopard shark has eggs. Very interesting. So who knocked up the stingray?
Yeah. There's been some shenanigans in the ray tank.
There's definitely been some stingray shenanigans. Yeah, a mule is a cross species. But wait, what do they say can make a mule from a donkey? But you can't, like, a mule and a mule won't make another mule or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to say it's aliens, but it's probably aliens.
It's probably aliens.
It's probably aliens.
No biting the disc, dude. Get off my dorsal fin.
Don't bite my snorkel, man.
You're piercing my dorsal fin. I know shenanigans is definitely one of my faves as well.
Yep.
Because it can mean so many. Just makes your mind.
So many things.
Mm-hmm. A face hugger. It's going to push out a face hugger.
Kill it with fire, exactly.
What the ray?
Yeah.
This big old like tentacle like thing starts coming out. It's
face huggers. They were such a simple thing, but so freaking frightening.
Jeez.
I mean, what's more frightening than this, cross between a spider and a horseshoe crab comes flying at you from across the room and hugs you and sticks a whatever it was they were down your throat.
Yeah. Not a good time.
Not a good time. A space hugger. Frightening theory there. Why won't it share? Let's see.
Looks like it's sharing. What?
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? God,
Mhm.
I think I've gone full on mental.
It's okay.
I'm still trying to share it, and I'm like, why isn't it? Where is the share? Okay, it's up there. Never mind. I'm having some sort of senior
I
moment.
need my glasses and my shoes and my glasses.
You got my shoes and my glasses and stuff, and I'm piss clams down by the pier. Race for lunar resources could turn the moon into the next Wild West. Weren't we just, talking about all those satellites and everybody can just blast some shit up into space? And, well, apparently that's a thing now. The moon could become a battleground among rival nations hoping to take advantage of its resources. We can't just go back to the moon to explore. We gotta, go there to potentially
Fuck shit up.
Exactly. We need the resources on the moon. We don't even know what the hell's on the moon.
Think we're gonna do anything for any good?
No, we're just gonna continually dig our hole deeper.
Egotistical craps pissing on everything we touch.
Yep. Worst thing on the planet, humans. The moon could become the battleground among rival nations, hoping to take advantage of its resources. It might sound like a plot of science fiction movie, but our closest neighbor, the moon, who we can't seem to get back to, has the potential to become a lawless war zone with multiple nations battling for its resources. See, maybe the next world war will take place not on the world, but on the moon. Makes for a good movie, right? Star Wars. Pew, 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 pew. One of the most critical resources on the moon is water, something that would be required to produce enough oxygen and fuel to sustain a permanent base on a lunar surface. Beyond that, there's also deposits of other valuable materials that could prove highly lucrative to those with the means with which to access and extract them. Ultimately, efforts to capture the claim territory on the moon could also lead to conflicts between nations, and this could further exacerbate tensions back on Earth as well. Consequences for peace and stability on Earth, already tenuous and conventional grounds, could be, and too likely will be, petrol on to fire. Professor A.C. Grayling writes in his new book, Who Owns the Moon?, which will be published next month. A little self-promotion there for the dude that wrote the book. There's an all too possible potential for conflict between private and state agencies who become very heavily invested in exploiting resources on the moon. To combat these issues, Grayling argues that there should be new international agreements to ensure that countries cooperate and act nicely with each other and act appropriately with regard to lunar exploration. Yeah, like that.
Like everything else working.
Exactly. No, it's space. Let's start over. Let's be nice to each other.
Yep, that'll work.
Yeah. I'm going to get there first, and I'm going to steal all the water. All the water is mine. All the base is mine.
You get the hydrogen, I get the...
Yeah. In the end, though, it seems as a tough conflict in space is just not possible, but inevitable. Yep. We didn't fuck the Earth up enough. Let's go mess with the moon some.
No, we have, the Earth, the oceans. Now, our space, just shit on everything we possibly can get our hands on. We were given the ultimate paradise.
Yeah. They better hurry, because getting to the moon is going to be harder and harder, because there's a huge network of shit to like weave through to get there now.
I guarantee they've got it all figured out.
Elon keeps putting hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands, of satellites up there. It's like, what happens when those things wear out? How long do they last? What's the life expectancy of a SpaceX satellite? 1 year, 2 years, 10 years, 100 years?
When you click the app and you'll see some of these like satellites going around, some of them are like from Japan, like 1970s, and just crazy shit just flying up there. You look above you, you see somewhat blue skies, depending where you live, or a shield of cloud. Regardless, it's like you still wonder what's beyond, and your imagination, goes beyond what's, in front of you.
Yeah.
And people are up there just shitting it all up. Then you have the beautiful ocean underneath you with beautiful creatures like octopus and squid. People say, I've never seen an alien, but these things are so damn close. Like, we've got these crazy creatures and these crazy, just any water creature is insane. The plants that look like, look at the mantis that looks like an orchid. And we were given it all. And we just straight screwed it up.
Well, there's all those pretty creatures in the ocean, but now we're going to have supersonic subs that's going to be,
just blow it all out.
Yeah, just splattering them across the windshield.
Such a delicate ecosystem, too.
Yeah.
I think the 2x2 on the ship was actually a spaceship, and it was DNA of the animals, not people, not the actual animals. And it was probably aliens that dropped us in different areas of the earth.
Yeah.
And that's as an experiment. That would make sense why when I was little, I thought they were watching us on CCTV, and I'd go out and wave to them during the day when they weren't on my wall anymore because it was daytime. So if they're at work and they're watching me on all the monitor, watching all of us on TVs. I didn't know what CCTV was in the 70s. And they're probably watching us. And that's why, like, last year when the atmospheric storm happened, I was seeing them crazy shadows that my mom was seeing too. And the first instinct I had was like, whoa, they're tripping on this weather too. Just what crossed my head. All sorts of shadows. They're like, what are you guys doing? Like, we gave this all to you, and like you guys are screwing it up again.
Yeah. Yeah, Craig, that's what I think too. I think we, I don't think we went to the moon when we said we did. Maybe we did get to the moon, and when we got there, we saw something we weren't supposed to see. Because we didn't really make any huge effort in getting back. They say, oh, there's nothing there. No sense in going back.
Nothing.
Just the moon, right? Nothing to see. Move along. Yeah, those first 3 astronauts didn't have the look of, we just went to the moon, we're badasses. No. They had the look of nausea. And the one astronaut, I can't remember which one it was, but he was like, the moon is not what you think it is. That short statement has always intrigued me.
And I always think about how it rang like a bell.
Yeah, that's interesting too. And why doesn't it rotate like all the other moons in our universe? Why does the Earth spin and the moon just like never rotates? It just sits there. It has that hidden, the dark side is hidden. Kind of weird. Just saying.
And they say, oh, that's, that civilization couldn't have been smarter than da, 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 da. It's like, no, that's probably just as far as they got before they got wiped out and reset. And, then we find their shit. Just like as far as we got, it's going to be like the remnants will be, what's his name? Bezos' freaking eternal clock tower in the mountain.
Yeah, the Eternal Clock Tower and the dick-shaped rocket.
Because it's like, what we got Wi-Fi, we've come to here, and that's as far as we're going to get before our wipeout.
Could be.
And then it'll all start back over.
Yeah.
Is it you again, or is it me?
I'm done. It's got to be you.
I gotta two more. This one, the Doomsday Clock. I hate this stupid Doomsday Clock. When it comes out all the time. Doomsday Clock remains closer than ever to midnight for the second year. The symbolic Doomsday Clock was held at 90 seconds to midnight Tuesday, reflecting threats to humanity posed by potential nuclear escalation from the war in Ukraine and the multiplying impacts of the climate crisis following Earth's hottest recorded year. Set by top scientists and security experts, the timing of the clock remains the same as last year and the closest it's ever been to midnight in its more than 75-year history. Trends continue to point ominously towards global catastrophe. The war in Ukraine poses an ever-present risk of nuclear escalation, and the October 7 attack in Israel and war in Gaza provides further illustration of the horrors of modern war, even without nuclear escalation. And they all, got their boots on the ground here already, too. Rather than abandoning nuclear weapons, countries that possess them are upgrading their arsenals, while massive floods, fires, and other climate disasters threaten billions of lives and livelihoods in a year that saw record-shattering temperatures caused by mankind's reluctance to turn away from fossil fuels. No, from mankind's modifying the weather and geoengineering it and weaponizing it. Biological research aimed at preventing future pandemics has proven useful, but also presents the risks of causing one. While recent advances in AI raise questions about how to control a technology that could improve or threaten civilization in countless ways. Russia's invasion of Ukraine, now just a month away from its second anniversary, was the principal reason behind the clock being moved to 90 seconds before midnight in 23 and continued to overshadow this year's update. Moscow's thinly veiled threats of nuclear war, its attacks on nuclear sites, and its erosion of international norms of conduct have all contributed to heightened risk, while Israel's war in Gaza threatens to evolve into a wider regional conflict involving nuclear states. Meanwhile, traditional nuclear arms control has really come to an end for now. Russia withdrew from the new Strategic Arms Treaty and the Comprehensive Nuclear Test Ban Treaty, which the United States never ratified to begin with. China is increasing its arsenal, which now stands at 500 nuclear weapons. And for the first time, at least in my adult life, there is now talk in Washington that U.S. nuclear arsenal will have to increase in order to match Russia and China combined. On climate, said there's been a mixed story, hailing a $1.7 trillion invested in clean energy and the climate COP in Dubai as a sign of moving in the right direction, albeit not as fast or as deeply as required. The clock was originally set at 7 minutes to midnight in 1947. The furthest from midnight it's ever been is 17 minutes. following the end of the Cold War in 1991. The Bulletin was founded in 1945 by Albert Einstein, J. Robert Oppenheimer, and other scientists who worked on the Manhattan Project, which produced the first nuclear weapons. The idea of the clock symbolizing global vulnerability to catastrophe followed 2 years later. So there's that.
That's what the Illuminati sign.
Exactly.
I don't know.
Moving towards the one world government. Or just a reset. Like basically every time there's been like the economy's crashed and all that, it's come back after like a world war also.
Yeah.
Which is kind of crazy. On another thing, we have alien meteor that crashed to Earth 10 years ago was made by ET, says a scientist. And this is one I had a screenshot. A meteor that hit Earth a decade ago might have been created by an alien civilization, says expert. Says expert Avi Loeb, a top astrophysicist, suggests tests on fragments found in the Pacific Ocean hint as extraterrestrial origin. He believes they could be billions of years old, having journeyed to Earth from beyond our solar system, with the Harvard University professor dismissing theories they could have been human-made coal ash. Wait, I thought this was different than them damn spears again. Let's just skip this one for right now and go to Crystal of the Week. Because I think there's mostly, when I looked at it earlier, I thought they were talking about something else, but they're like, again, just like talking about those spheres and pieces again.
Spheres, Avi Loeb spheres.
Yeah.
Yeah, really. Sin moldbite.
Yeah, this other. It's just a really long article that I don't want to get into right now because it's late and I want to see your Crystal of the Week. But I will probably, I can't really post it. Yeah, I guess I can. I just can't open it. Some people can open it, some can't.
Okay, Crystal of the Week. It is. Maybe. Window, share. Share again. Share again. Add to stage. Let's go full screen. Bada bing, bada boom. This week's Crystal of the Week. It is Tiger's Iron. Tiger's Iron. It's a special combination of stones that can only be found in Western Australia. The stone consists of banded layers of hematite, red jasper, and tiger's eye. Tiger's Iron is one of the oldest stones we've ever worked with, being formed more than 2.2 billion years ago. This unique stone was formed by iron-bearing quartz, tiger eye and jasper, replacing the mineral crocidolite. The name derives from the inclusion of iron and tiger's eye, with tiger eye and red jasper being members of the quartz family. Most tiger's iron on the market is sold as palm stones, tumbled pocket stones, small obelisk carvings, as well as beautiful jewelry. Although this mineral is rare, it's very common for jewelers to cut and cab this stone due to it having a similar hardness to quartz. Some of the meaning and energy. Tiger's iron is a very powerful stone, combining 3 mineral energies into one. Our root, sacral, and solar plexus chakras become activated and aligned when working with or carrying this stone. When these chakras are open and working together, we are reminded that anything in this world is achievable through focus, hard work, and dedication. Hematite, which helps keep one's thoughts and ideas grounded while keeping your mental state clear. By having a clear mind, you will become much more open to ideas and how you can use them to affect your life. Hematite is like a magnet and attracts similar energy to that in which you radiate. Red jasper's energies help increase your strength, focus, determination, and endurance. It fully roots us down to earth, pushing us into the physical action to get things done. The stone reduces that inner procrastination that leads to ideas, projects, and goals never coming to fruition. Seeing this over a long period of time will gradually reduce one's confidence in themselves and their overall abilities. That's where Tiger Eye comes in. Tiger Eye is such a powerful stone and will imbue your aura with endless rays of self-confidence and strength. Tiger's Eye quite literally gives you the eye of the tiger, making any dream or idea possible. The special quartz mineral will activate one's personal will and help them stay focused on the task at hand. One may feel a strengthened connection between themselves and their work, which can sometimes be the feeling they've been missing for so long. These 3 minerals together and their abilities make Tiger's iron highly sought after stone today. If you're someone who has a workshop, a desk job, or a studio of some sort, we could recommend filling that space with as much tiger iron as possible. These stones will constantly be providing your environment with a positive energy that can be channeled into your important work. We highly recommend this stone to anyone who works in the music and art field as well. Tiger iron helps in releasing our innermost creative vibrations so they may flow freely throughout the body. These vibrations will only become stronger and easier to activate the more you use them. It's important to treat your creative side like a muscle, working it out constantly to keep it growing. When we stop working out, we slowly lose our muscles. The same way, our creativity eventually becomes dormant. So if you don't have any tiger's iron, get yourself some. And if you're an artist, a painter, sculptor, jeweler, musician, even if you just like writing books, writing journals, anything, Tiger's Eye can definitely give you some enhanced productivity. So there you go. There you have it. That was this week's Crystal of the Week. Bye-bye. There you go. I just happen to have some Tiger's Iron bracelets that I made.
You do? I've got some Tiger's Eye and Red Jasper, but I don't have no Tiger's Iron.
That's
Wait,
weird.
hold them up. Make the screen bigger so I can see.
Make the screen bigger, she says.
Make it bigger, she said.
Solo layout.
Nice.
Kind of blurry. There, it's kind of focused. Yeah, it's they're.
I bet the colors are more vibrant when you're in a different light too.
Yeah, but you put a magnet to it, and they definitely got iron in them. Tiger's iron.
Very cool.
Yeah, there's that, and then there is regular tiger's eye, and it isn't magnetic.
Debbie wants one. Liz asking if you're selling them.
Yeah.
And Debbie wants one.
Tiger's iron. Yeah, I thought it was regular tiger's eye when I got it. And I was sitting there, like putting these bracelets together, and I set something down, and like there was a magnet or something, and a couple of the chips like went to the magnet, and I was like, what the hell is going on? Didn't
Damn.
realize. I thought it was just regular tiger's eye, and then I got to looking at it, and I'm like, no, it's not. And then I made the video today, and I'm like, I was just sitting here thinking, going, wait a minute, I've got some tiger's iron.
Oh, so you didn't even like wonder why your shit was magnetic and look it up?
Well, I figured it out after that. I knew what it was after that because I was in the crystal shop, and I was like, hey, I was putting some bracelets together today, and my tiger's eye is like magnetic. And Diane's like, that's because it's not tiger's eye, it's tiger's iron. And I was like, oh, see, you learn something new every day.
Exactly.
Debbie wants one. There you go.
Yeah.
Debbie, a few of them here.
I got room for one.
There you go. I did get a request today. Sam wants me to make her a necklace out of organite and shungite for some she's been working with frequencies. She's got some crazy stuff at her house. Crazy things happen. She got these dolls that are like she thought were haunted, but I don't think it's the dolls that are haunted. But she sent me some videos. I should pull them up and play them next week. I'll ask her if it's okay. Yeah, she sent me some videos, and she's got the EMF detector there, and she's asking it questions, and she's like, can you light it up once for yes and twice for no? And like she's asking questions, and the thing is like responding like immediately to her questions. It's pretty crazy. And it's not just randomly blinking. It's like, if this is so and so, light it up twice, and it'll go.
So she wants Sugnite and what now?
Organite.
Organite.
I think that's how you say it. Who's that? That's Sam that used to live here with us. But yeah, tiger's iron's good to have around for sure.
I've got a bunch of pieces over here. And then I have my one big raw piece, which is pretty cool.
Of tiger's eye?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got a skull or two of tiger's eye. And I got a point, not big, it's fairly small. That's what she said. Anyways. And then I've got a sphere of tiger's eye, and then a couple raw pieces.
So does she want you to actually make her an organite, or she wants these? they call these Dirty Harry versatile organite devices. It's these like stone things, I think. Wait. Ooh. Okay, it looks like these little weird like that.
Hmm.
But you know how they have the organite, handmade pyramids and things where you put the copper in it and the resin and the rocks. But this is Tower Buster Dirty Harry. And it's like $8.50 in stock. And so I guess you try to find beads or something if this is what this is. The Dirty Harry Organite Tower Buster is the universal and essential organite gifting tool. It will neutralize any harmful cell phone tower, HARP radiation, it says, and other EMF. It can also be used to energize sites of negative energy, such as government institutions, graves, places of mass suffering, educational institutions, etc. Use it to energize your home and garden too. I'm going to take a picture of that.
Yeah.
Because I have my own EMF kind of package of crystals here for all that kind of stuff. Yeah, they're like, wait, you can make them. Wait. We produce them in bulk quantities and make them so cheap. You practically cannot make them yourself for that price. Please note the Organite Dirty Harrys are the absolute crude variant of Tower Busters. They're meant to be bought and distributed. They're not meant as decorative objects. So I'm gonna have to look into this some more, or like ask her what she's talking about. Like if she wants you to like make her an organite something, or if there's actual beads or something, or maybe she wants one of those chunks like with the wire wrap around it. Is it for protection?
Well, she says, think you could make me a necklace of organite and shungite. I'm sure I spelled that wrong. I'm experiencing with frequencies and blocking EMF. And it would be helpful.
Oh, see, she brought up the okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. But you have to like to block the EMF. This shit's around us so much that like we have to like be wearing a suit of it.
Yeah, really.
Like have like a them wallets that you can put your credit cards in so people can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it'd have to be a material like that you slip on like a nylon or something like latex. Maybe that's what the latex suits are from the future I was talking about.
Could be. Yeah, we could all wear those.
Leotards.
Yep. Oh, man. Oh, well. Yeah, I was just looking at kind of what you were looking at. How much were the ones you were looking at?
$8.50.
Oh, wow. These are small black sun organite tower buster, powerful orgone generator, energy accumulator, EMF protection. And they're not $8.50. They are, oh, yeah, never mind. That's a pack. One of them is $8.99.
Okay. I see this. It says Elite Suganite, Organite with copper. It shows these beads on Etsy. So these beads might be all in one. I'm going to send this to you. Rain Night for Pets. This is what this little thing here is Organite Shungite. I'm going to send it to you. This might be what she's talking about. And I'm interested in it also. Because then if it's like all in one, maybe.
Got the shungite on my wrist. On my wristicle.
I need
Suge
some.
Knight, that's what I always think.
But I need some jewelry.
Every time I'm talking about shungite, I'm thinking Suge Knight.
And the cat just smoked me out.
Well, that's interesting. I just opened up Etsy,
Mm-hmm.
and the first picture that comes up is like a bust of a girl.
Is it the link I sent you?
No.
Oh.
It's a bust of a girl, but it has Dwayne The Rock Johnson's head
Oh, no.
for boobs.
What?
Yeah, I'm not kidding. The weird things I didn't even go to this. It just opened up here, and here it is.
Yeah.
The Rock heads on boobs. Wow.
Oh, that's okay. I gotta see that.
You'll change that. Here, let me share the screen. I'll show it to you. Present. Share screen. Share screen. Add stage right here.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I'm trying to
that
click.
Raises a lot of questions.
Yeah.
It really raises a lot of questions.
It does.
I don't even know if I want to know the answers.
There's the side rock view. Dwayne The Rack. Oh, it's not The Rock. It's Dwayne The Rack. The Rack Johnson.
I wonder if he knows that someone made a bust, that he's someone's bust. Hey, Evelyn. Better late than never.
Dwayne The Rack Johnson. Okay. You've seen it here first on Weird Wednesday. It must be popular because it's got a planner head of him too.
Good chia.
The Rock Johnson. Succulent planner. The Rock planner.
Whoa.
The Rock's popular on Etsy this week. I don't know why. But hey, whatever sells, I guess. The Rack. Excuse me, not The Rock. The Rack. Suge Knight. I bought some Suge Knight. Came in a little baggie. Like one of these. All right. Well, it's 2:04 a.m. And I still got to go get a shower because I got sawdust in my hair. So we will catch you soon. Maybe Sunday for Paranormal Soup. No idea who the guest is. Depends if Jason's feeling better.
I did ask. I said, how have you been feeling? And he said, better. And I did see that he gave us the StreamYard link for
Oh,
Sunday.
yeah. Right, that's right.
So the flyers are probably up now.
Well, cool.
And all this coffee. I just drank like this much coffee while we're sitting here. And this much left. So I really got to run to the restroom.
Yeah.
Oh.
I got some new Death Wish black.
Mm.
What is it? Something black coffee. Man, it's good. Hint of chocolate and cherries.
The Rock's dad jerked off in a flower pot. And out came a blooming idiot.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I'm like 1 week now. I'm like, whew, ready to go on my walk, go look at the moon.
There you
in the
go.
rain.
Be safe out there.
Oh, yeah. Like, we got this here. Got this. You know, all this goes with me.
Shock them, stab them,
Mm-hmm.
blow 'em up.
Spray them.
All right. Well, thanks for hanging out with us, everybody. As always, love you guys. Thanks for showing up every week and making it fun. And guess we'll talk at you soon. Later on.